San Jose is a city of transformation. I walk downtown and see young engineers hurrying to work, their laptops slung over one shoulder. Just a few blocks away, old orchards still stand, a living memory of a different era. It's easy to forget that before glass towers and microchips, this place was quiet farmland, dotted with apricot trees and the soft hum of bees. If you stand at Plaza de Cesar Chavez today, it's a crossroads of history and innovation. The sound of light rail blends with the laughter of children playing in the fountain. But go back in time, and those same grounds echoed with the steps of Spanish settlers and the hopes of gold rush pioneers. That's the magic of San Jose, past and present, forever intertwined. Many call San Jose the capital of Silicon Valley. Yet, this city's roots run deeper than data and code. From its founding in 1777 as a humble farming pueblo, to its days as the seat of California's first government. And now, as a global hub of technology, San Jose has always found ways to reinvent itself. This is the story of a city that has blossomed and transformed for nearly 250 years. A city that still carries the scent of orchards on the wind, even as it shapes the digital future for the world. Long before the rush of startups and silicon chips, San Jose began as something far simpler. In 1777, a group of Spanish settlers established El Pueblo de San Jose de Guadalupe. Their task was clear: build a farming community to supply food for nearby military outposts and missions. They chose the site for its rich soil and access to fresh water, the perfect place to plant seeds, both literal and cultural. The Pueblo was California's very first civilian settlement. Life was slow and steady, centered around adobe homes and dusty plazas. At the heart of it all stood the Peralta Adobe, the oldest building still standing in San Jose today. Walking through its cool rooms, I feel the echoes of those first families who worked the land with hope and determination. Spanish street names linger, the legacy of those early years. San Fernando, Santa Clara, and Almaden remind us that this city was once part of a distant empire. But San Jose's character quickly became its own, shaped by waves of newcomers and the challenges of a changing land. The Pueblo's agricultural roots would set the stage for San Jose's ongoing story of growth and adaptation. Farms would become neighborhoods, fields would become factories, and in time, innovation would take root where orchards once blossomed. San Jose's story is inseparable from California's path to statehood. In 1849, after the United States took control from Mexico, San Jose was chosen as the first capital of the new state. The fledgling government met in simple buildings, wrapping blankets around themselves in the winter chill. The city was bustling. Gold seekers and dreamers filled its muddy streets. For a brief moment, San Jose was the political heart of California. But the real riches lay just below the surface. South of the city, in the rolling hills, workers toiled in the new Almaden mines. They extracted quicksilver, also known as mercury, which was vital for refining gold during the gold rush. New Almaden became the richest mercury mine in North America, helping to fuel California's early boom. The mines drew people from around the world: Cornish miners, Mexican vaqueros, Chinese laborers. Their stories became part of San Jose's diverse tapestry. The mercury helped turn raw gold into wealth, and in turn, transformed sleepy San Jose into a bustling crossroads. Even as the capital moved on to other cities, San Jose's importance endured. The lessons learned from boom and bust would someday help the city weather new waves of change. By the late 1800s, San Jose had changed again. The gold was gone, but something even more magical had taken its place. Acres of orchards stretched to the horizon: apricots, cherries, prunes, and plums. The valley became known as the Valley of Heart's Delight. In spring, the air was sweet with the scent of blossoms, and the hills shimmered with color. Trains loaded with fruit departed for distant markets. Canneries, like the J.W. Chilton Packing Company, hummed with activity. Families from Portugal, Italy, Japan, and Mexico worked together in the fields and factories. Their hard work fed the nation and left a lasting mark on San Jose's culture. One symbol of the city's ambition was the electric light tower. Built in 1881, it was taller than any other structure in town. Its arc lights shone across the valley, a beacon of innovation in an agricultural world. People gathered beneath its glow, marveling at the promise of a modern age. The orchards made San Jose famous. But beneath the blossoms, the seeds of future change were already being planted. The city's spirit of invention was alive and growing. The 1950s brought a different kind of boom to San Jose. The Second World War was over, and the city's orchards began to disappear, replaced by rows of new homes and busy highways. Families flocked to the suburbs, drawn by the promise of space, sunshine, and opportunity. In 1952, IBM chose San Jose for its West Coast Research Laboratory. This decision changed everything. Engineers and scientists arrived, bringing new ideas and dreams. Inside one humble building, IBM researchers invented the hard disk drive, the first device to store digital information on spinning disks. This breakthrough would one day power the world's computers, from offices to homes. The population exploded. Shopping centers replaced canneries. Schools filled with children from all backgrounds. San Jose, once a sleepy town, became one of America's fastest-growing cities. The city's skyline reached upward, just like its ambition. Yet even as the orchards faded, San Jose's connection to the land remained. Parks and community gardens kept the spirit of the Valley of Heart's Delight alive, reminding everyone of the roots beneath the concrete. The seeds planted by IBM grew into a forest of technology companies. Pretty soon, names like Fairchild Semiconductor, Cisco, and eBay became part of everyday life in San Jose. In the 1970s and 80s, entrepreneurs and engineers arrived from every corner of the globe. They brought ideas that would, honestly, change the world, from personal computers to the internet itself. San Jose became the capital of Silicon Valley, a place where dreams and data converged. The city's diversity blossomed too. Today, more than a third of San Jose's residents were born outside the United States. Vietnamese, Indian, Mexican, Chinese, and Filipino cultures shape the city's food, festivals, and neighborhoods. This multicultural energy is part of San Jose's secret. At the bustling San Pedro Square Market, I see families from many backgrounds sharing a meal. At Japantown, one of the last of its kind in the US, tradition and modern life blend seamlessly. Landmarks like the SAP Center, home of the San Jose Sharks, and the gleaming towers of Santana Row show a city always moving forward. But it is the people, with their mix of languages and ideas, who truly define San Jose. In the heart of downtown San Jose stands the Tech Interactive. It's more than a museum, it's a playground for the mind. Here, children code robots, families explore virtual worlds, and inventors test their wildest ideas. The bright orange building is a symbol of the city's commitment to education and innovation. Walking through the Tech, I am reminded of San Jose's long history of curiosity. Exhibits on early computers sit alongside displays about space travel and artificial intelligence. Visitors of all ages are encouraged to ask questions, make mistakes, and try again, just as the city itself has done for centuries. Outside, the plaza buzzes with activity. School groups pose for photos. Tourists gaze up at the building's modern architecture, framed by palm trees and the gentle hills beyond. The Tech Interactive connects San Jose's agricultural past with its digital future, sparking wonder in everyone who enters. As I leave, I spot a mural of a flowering apricot branch beside a glowing computer chip. It's a perfect picture of San Jose itself. Old roots, new ideas, forever growing. San Jose is now the largest city in Northern California, with more than 1 million residents. Its journey from a tiny pueblo to a global technology powerhouse is unique. Every era, Spanish settlers, gold miners, orchard workers, engineers, has added something new to the city's character. Change has not always been easy. The loss of orchards was painful for many. Economic booms brought opportunity, but also challenges, like traffic and high housing costs. Still, San Jose's people have always found ways to adapt and thrive. The spirit of reinvention is in the city's DNA. Local landmarks tell the story. The Winchester Mystery House, with its winding staircases, whispers of the city's Victorian past. The Lick Observatory, high on Mount Hamilton, reminds us that San Jose has long looked to the stars. Old cannery buildings now house startups and art studios, blending yesterday with today. As I walk the Guadalupe River Trail, wildflowers bloom beside modern glass towers. This is San Jose, always changing, always rooted in its rich history. San Jose's journey is far from over. As I drive past the Tech Interactive, the SAP Center, and the Peralta Adobe, I see a city proud of its past and excited for its future. The children playing in Plaza de Cesar Chavez may one day invent the next great technology, or discover a new way to build community. This city has always welcomed newcomers and new ideas. From Spanish farmers in 1777 to today's global innovators, San Jose's story is one of hope and invention. Its orchards may have vanished, but the spirit of growth remains strong. As the sun sets over the Santa Cruz Mountains, the city's lights flicker to life. They shine on a place where history and innovation walk hand in hand. San Jose's greatest strength is its ability to blend old and new, to cherish its roots while reaching for the stars. I am inspired every day by San Jose's courage to change, to dream, and to lead. The capital of Silicon Valley is more than a name. It's a promise, born from centuries of reinvention and creativity.